What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with a short video. We're going to be going over the OTC election infection plays. I'm going to name just the ticker symbol of a few listed plays that I like. But these are the OTC stocks that are either involved in vaccination or therapeutics for the election infection. Before I get started though, I got a few messages about DSGT the other day. When I called it out on Sunday at 7 cents, this thing shot up to 27 cents, 27 and a half cents, and I gave the sell call at about 22, 23 cents. And I was getting some messages of why sell here, why take your profits here, this thing's going to 50 cents, this thing's going to $1. It's back down to 7 cents right now. Right where it started from. So this is why I stress always take your profits. Look at OPTI. I called it out at 2.5 cents. This thing went up to over 5. I said take your profits. This thing I called it out at under 7 cents. This thing went up to 19.5. I told you take your profits. I told you take your profits at about 14 or 15. So you would have missed a little bit of that, but you still would have booked your profits because now it's back to where it started from. I still like the stock, but these are penny stocks. These are OTC penny stocks. They're very how do I say it? It's almost like a rubber band getting flung over. They bounce, but they come back. And what you got to hope for is that they bounce up, and then when they come back, they don't go to where they start from. Some of them do, some of them don't. But you like them to build a nice stair step going up if you're looking at them for a long term. But in my opinion, a lot of these are not long term. I also want to talk about GAXY, Galaxy Next Generation. I called this stock out under a penny. This thing went up to 3 cents, pulled all the way back down to a little over a penny, and just like I say, a little higher than where it started. And I called this thing also out on Saturday, and this thing was under 3 cents. Now this thing is approaching 6 cents. So I would say take your profits. I think this thing's going much higher, but if you've got 180, 70, 100% profits, anywhere in that range, take them. You can always get back in. You can always get back in on a pullback. If not a pullback and it continues to run, you can always, so sort of you miss out on a penny or two. You can still catch it on the way up, but you always want the booked profits in your account. You always want that. So GAXY is absolutely going nuts today. So but let's get started with the election infection penny stock update. First stock I'm going to be talking about is Innovation Pharmaceuticals, IPIX. The drug that they're working with is braclidine. Their last update was on 8/24. Now, Innovation Pharmaceuticals has ongoing in vitro testing from the U.S. laboratory showing the drug is 90% successful in reducing inflammation and was shown to inhibit the virus by 50% at mid-nanomolar concentration while remaining non-cytotoxic. I'm expecting more PR to come out sometime in September. This stock closed at 22 cents. So I think it's at a good price. This stock has shown it can move. When they showed the results for their drug braclidine about a month and a half, 2 months ago, this stock went from the mid-teens all the way up to 65 cents. It has since pulled back, but it's shown it can move. Second stock is Cytodyne, CYDY. They're actually working on a therapeutic and a vaccine. Their last update was on the 17th of August. They've provided top-line report from its recently completed double-blind phase 2 trial for their election infection patients with mild to moderate symptoms to the U.S. FDA, and they've also requested emergency use approval. They also sent their top-line data report to the regulatory authorities in Mexico, the United Kingdom, and the EU. They're hoping to get emergency use authorization in those areas as well as along with the Philippines. This stock also is working on therapeutics for Leroman Lab, and the drug they call the drug Pro 140 or PRO 140. And that is in phase 2 trials as we speak. They close at $3.81. They're pretty decent with their putting out their PRs, so I would expect some reports throughout September. This stock is crazy. This thing's up from 30 cents, went all the way up to over $10, has since pulled back. This thing has pulled back a couple times, but this thing is traded as high as $10. So right now at 381, this might be a bargain for the stock, but this is very bipolar, just like one of the other stocks I'll be talking about. The third one is Revive Therapeutics, RVVTF. Bucilamine is the drug that they're working on, and their last update was August 5th. As we all know, I've been talking about these guys. They received U.S. FDA approval for the company's phase 3 clinical trials to evaluate the safety and efficiency of their drug in patients with mild to moderate election infection. The trials expect to engage up to 10 sites in the U.S. and will launch in September. I expect PR with those launches, and that could send this stock moving. They closed at 20 cents, and not sure where they're at today, but this stock is, it seems as if it gets held down quite a bit. I've seen this stock get some good news, and it seems to, push right back with that news. I think this stock is tremendously undervalued. I really like this stock. More of a little bit of a longer term play. I think they're going to be successful because bucilamine has been tried and true all over the place all over the world, and it has been successful and has been found to be safe. So we'll see how this works with the election infection, and if it's successful, this stock could skyrocket. The next one is Relief Therapeutics, RLFTF. Aviptadil is the product the drug that they're working with. The last update was on August 2nd. They partnered with NeuroRx. With Relief, they announced that their RLF100, the Aviptadil, showed rapid recovery for respiratory failure in the most critically ill patients suffering with the election infection. Independent researchers also reported that Aviptadil blocked replication of the election infection in human lung cells. So this looks very promising. They closed at 45 cents. I believe they're up into the 50s this morning on no news. So this stock trades very bipolar. I've seen this stock shoot from 5 cents all the way up to 95 cents, pull back to 70 or 60, shoot back up to 70, open with a gap down to 36, go up to 60, gap up, gap down. I mean, this thing's all over the place. So this is a stock I really wouldn't want to hold overnight until the pattern or the chart kind of shows it's settling down a little bit, where it finds a range and kind of consolidates in that range. Then I'd feel confident holding this overnight. But this is definitely one you want on your watch list. The next stock is Allegron Pharmaceuticals, AGNPF. Ifenpridil is the product they're working with. Their last update was August 5th. They've enrolled patients in their phase 2B trials to prove the safety and efficiency of their therapeutic solution. And with positive results, they will move immediately into phase 3 trials. I expect PR for these guys sometime in September as well, too. On the trials, and they've also filed for global intellectual rights to the Ifenpridil, which they call NP120. This stock closed at 28 cents. I'm not sure where it's at today, but these are all 5 of these stocks. I'm going to name them again: IPIX, Innovation Pharmaceuticals; CYDY, Cytodyn; RVVTF, Revive Therapeutics; RLFTF, Relief Therapeutics; and AGNPF, Allegron Pharmaceuticals. So I would look at all 5 of those stocks for possible plays if any of these come up with the therapy or the solution for this election infection. One of these stocks can just skyrocket, or more than one if they find that more than one of these drugs are very successful or get approved for sale in the United States and around the world, could send these stocks, which are all very cheap right now, skyrocketing. Now, there's a couple of testing plays that I want you to keep on your radar. I'm just going to give you the ticker symbol of these 3 testing plays: AXIM, VSQTF, and TOMDF. Those 3 plays, again, AXIM, VSQTF, and TOMDF. All 3 OTC plays are working on testing. I would do your homework on those, see which one or more than one is a good fit for your portfolio, or see which one you like the best. Do your research on them. I'll say it one more time: AXIM, VSQTF, and TOMDF. Now, all 3 of those are OTC testing plays. So that's all I got as far as the OTC market with these election infection plays. There's a couple of listed penny stocks that I'd like you to take a look at. One of my favorites is TNXP, Tonix Pharmaceuticals. Another one is Diffusion Pharmaceuticals, DFFN. I like Heat Biologics, HTBX. And another one is XBio, XBIO, Exentic Biosciences. Now there's a couple others that you could take a look at that are either working on a vaccine or working on a therapeutic. CTIC, this is CTI Pharmaceuticals. ADMA, ADMA Biologics. T2 Biosciences, TTOO. AIM Immunotech, AIM. Onconova Therapeutics, ONTX, and Phase Biopharmaceuticals, PHAS. So all these are listed stocks that are working on either vaccinations or working on therapeutics for the election infection. So keep an eye on all these plays. One of these is bound to come up with something. It's not, and you see all these pharmaceutical stocks that are trading 100, 200, 50, 60. Most of them started right here. And if one of these guys comes up with the solution for this thing that's plaguing the world, who knows what can happen with them. They could go up 10, 12, 15, 20 times. Who knows? So that's all I got for you. You guys have a great day. We'll see you later on tonight with a little bit of a watch list. And thanks for watching. Again, always like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below if you have any questions or anything. Thank you so much. Have a good one.